how are things going overall this fall for you?
I would say they're going well. Besides, unplanned injuries, but other than that, I believe that my fall went pretty good
Yep,
so far.
yep. How would you summarize, I guess, your first year here last year?
My first year, I would say, trying to get the ropes of everything. Everything was going coming at me really fast. Learning the whole offense. But other than that, I think that I had a pretty good, freshman year. I'm not gonna complain about it, but other than that, I think it was pretty good.
Are things different for you going through fall camp a second time?
Second time for sure. I would say when I was practicing, feeling way more comfortable than I was the first time. Going out there and helping my teammates. When it was my first fall camp, I had, JT and Cephas helping me out, but it's me this time helping out my teammates. Learning the offense, and I think just going out there and being more confident.
Does it allow you to focus on different parts of your game or different things you want to emphasize?
For sure. Especially being more confident out there on the field. I'm not really worried about what I have to run or this and that, but especially just focusing more on being my agility, catching, just worrying about those things now than just worrying about what I have on a specific play or what blocking scheme I have to. So.
How are you better as a player right now compared to a year ago?
A year ago, I would say way better player than I was. My first year is always a year that, trying to get adjusted to things, trying to feel, the college play. But I think this year, just like I was going back to say, just being more confident and being settled and just, relaxing, just doing what I got to do and just ball.
It seems like you have some versatility in your game. How do you expect to be used in the offense this year? What are some of the different things you can bring?
I would say I can do, about everything, especially just being the backfield or just, being a deep threat. I would say I could be used for anything more than I was in the very beginning. Like I said, just going back to, knowing what I have and just being way more confident than I was in the very beginning.
What are the odds we see you attempt to pass this year?
The odds? I don't know. That's a good question. We still got to see about that, but I think maybe just that's a good question. The odds, I don't know the odds, but I think they're probably a little slim. We'll see.
Do you want to do something like that? Do you enjoy kind of getting involved in those different?
Oh yeah, of course. Being involved in everything. Especially being that player that coach can rely on, just being utility wise, in those big plays or just being everywhere that he needs me to be. I like being that player. I feel like that's a part of my role in this team is just wherever the coach needs me, I'm gonna be there.
I know right at the start of this conversation you mentioned unplanned injuries. Have you been healthy going through fall camp, or has there been a situation to manage?
Well, in the beginning I have, but recently not so. Just dealing with a hamstring injury right now, just trying to get that worked on and try to heal from that. But other than that, that's about it.
Do you think it'll impact you as you head towards the start of the season, or how do you get through that?
I'm still trying to. We're just just worrying about healing it, but I hope so that in the beginning of the season I hope that I'm fine, but just worrying about rehab. That's all.
Have you ever had a hamstring before in your career?
Hamstring? No, I don't think I've ever had a hamstring injury before.
People say that one can be particularly pesky. Like if you try to come back too soon, it can.
Yeah.
How do you manage that?
Yeah, the trainers told me, just take your time on this injury because, especially in my position, we're always running, and, trying to come back, having that urge trying to come back. And I'm just really worried about trying to fix my hamstring up, make sure it's 100% so I can go out there and perform at 100.
Is that tough for you at all? Do you feel the itch to get out there and do more?
I do, but I gotta take that selfish side of me away and just focus on about my team, especially because they're gonna need me at my 100%, not just at 70%. So just worrying about myself and just worrying about this injury and just trying to get this at 100.
What does it mean to you to be one of the few Hispanic players playing Division I football?
It means a lot. Not a lot of people, especially Hispanics like me, playing receiver. I don't think you really see that at all, especially in a D1 level. I had the same issue in high school. you know, being the only, you know, Hispanic utility I think that I've seen so far. But I mean, I think it's unique, and I like to embrace it because you don't see a lot of us.
Yeah. Where's your family from?
They're from Houston.
Yeah.
But I had some part of my family on my dad's side from Mexico and Monterrey. So.
What have you seen from your guys' quarterbacks through preseason camp?
I've seen a lot so far. I mean, they can throw the ball, reads, hand the ball off. They can do about everything. I mean, they're both really good. All our quarterbacks are really good. They can do about everything that we ask.
How does JT Clark look to you?
So far I've seen him. He looks pretty good to me. You know, doing his little rehabs on the side and, you know, catching. But what I've seen, I think he looks ready. He looks good.
What's he like kind of within the receiver room, his sort of mindset from what you can get?
From JT's perspective, he's, you know, the old head in the group. So, you know, he's one of the bigger leaders in that group. So just, you know, getting advice from him, and, you know, especially when we're in the meeting rooms and he's, you know, teaching us things. But yeah, JT's one of those, you know, old man, like not old mans, but like those old heads that we can rely on, especially since he's been there for quite a while.
What would it mean to the group if he was able to come back and really get involved and be on the field?
It would mean a lot. Him coming back and just adding another player to a really stacked receiver group that we have. You know, having JT back would just, you know, mean a lot. I mean, there's nothing really I could say. Just, you know, y'all have seen him play. Y'all seen what he can do. Just having him back would mean a lot.
That depth in the wide receiver room seems like it's real deep. Is that how do you guys like split the reps, or what's the competition like there?
You know, the competition is, you know, fairly even. You know, coach has our reps. He counts our reps. If he makes them fairly even, you know, we all, you know, this like it's the fastest receiver group they have ever in history, and I think at UTSA. So, well, Coach Price, you know, he likes to make sure that our reps are fairly even throughout practice.
Who's the fastest guy in the room?
Fastest guy in the room, it's got to be either Chris Carpenter or Devin McEwen, either those two.
Yeah. Where do you rank in there? Right behind them, or?
Yeah, I would say I'm right behind, probably like third or fourth in the group.
Not bad, not bad.
Sounds good. Appreciate
All right,
you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
thanks.
you.